Yeah, it's Realz, sir.
All right, we here. Reala Realz Collects. I'm gonna try to keep this short as possible. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning in right off the bat. As you can see, I got 2 stacks of cards, right? One of them packaged up. Not really good packaging, but that's because I stopped myself after the latest news from PSA, right? Was getting ready to ship these off right here. Literally, I got it in my cart, in the app, on the phone. Literally was getting ready to submit. You know, I had to stop and do something. I open up YouTube and I see the latest news. PSA shutting down value operations because of their backlog. Crazy news. Is it the end of the world? No. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's covering it. You know, had it in the cart. At the end, was it 5 cards? I'm gonna go through the cards. Sitting in the cart. I think it's like at 25 a card. You know, including shipping, it would have cost me like $208 for these 5 cards I'm getting ready to show you. Okay, but something told me to pause and just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. You know, it'll probably take what I think it was projected before the news. It was projected 3 months, 4 months. Now we're looking at 6, 7 months. You know, I don't really have that type of time. You know, the alternative is I could have just got them off and just had them vaulted. But this is my first PSA submission, or my first graded submission. I kind of want those back. You know, look at them, get a feel for them, list them if I want, put them up if I want. You know, but yeah, man, let's look at the cards I was getting ready to send to PSA. Steph Curry, right here. You know, I don't think it's gonna get. There's like a little issue with the corner up here. It's not bent. It just looks like, I don't know if you can really see it in this lighting. Yeah, but this Steph Curry, got this a while back. This was like the first card I got that got me back into the hobby. Like legit. Like, I don't know what, I was with my friend of mine. He wanted to stop at a car shop. He was looking for Pokemon, and you know, they had sports cards, and I'm like, oh, like, okay, I'm at least get one. And this Steph Curry, I think this was like $5. To this day, I think it's like $6 or something like that. So, good looking card, legendary player, you already know. But being that this is the first card that got me back into the hobby, so to speak, I'm like, yo, let me just get this graded up. So that's one. Second, Drake May. All right. When it comes to football, there's almost no other play. You know, you got your favorites, cool. I got my favorites too. But when I was thinking about value and possibly trying to, you know, sell something off for a profit, Drake May is like the #1 as far as you know, actually getting something graded up. So I was like, you know, I got this press proof. I think this is like raw. It's comped at like 14, 15 bucks, something like that. So I'm like, all right, this might be worth grading up. Don't know if it's gonna get a 10, right? Doesn't matter. It's just the fact that just to get things going, you know, this is one of the ones. When I look at grading, I'm looking at either I really, really like this player, or these are the players that people are looking for right now. All right. As far as possibly trying to sell and make a profit. I know I could probably do a whole nother video on that. I probably eventually will do that, you know. But right now I'm just trying to get my footing as far as taking the hobby to another level. Okay, so Drake May, blue press proof. You know, that was one. Then we got probably the talk of the town. I think they getting ready to play tonight versus the Knicks, NBA Finals. Victor Wembanyama, this Thunder Road rookie card. Just trying to have the best lighting possible. But yeah, Victor Wembanyama, rookie on the mosaic, Thunder Road. Then we got the other man of the hour. You know, you already know, Ohtani. I got other Ohtanis. I just thought this was a good leadoff one to start with. The Topps All-Star 2025. Pretty good card, right? pretty good condition. Once again, 10s is cool. When I'm looking at, reviews and stuff like that, the PSA reveals, a lot of people getting cooked with PSA. But it is the staple. They're the giant in the industry, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing this video, because it's like, do I bite the bullet and send off even though I'm probably going to get cooked? Or do I really hunker down and try to find an alternative? And that's pretty much what I'm on, finding an alternative. And we're going to get to that with this second stack of cards right here. And as you could tell by the title of the video, if you clicked on, or what I'm leaning towards, right? But Ohtani, you already know, crazy value, possible long-term hold. His stuff should go up. And then, boom, one of my favorites, One Piece market is crazy. Not the most valuable Luffy. I collect Luffys, collect One Piece. I just wanted to grade it Luffy in the PSA. So 5 cards, all I could really afford right now without breaking the bank. Might still send these off to PSA, but as it looks right now, probably not. Now let's get to the second stack. All right, little backstory. I don't know what brought me to it. It's just like, I want something graded. What's a good way to get something graded without going too nuts? I don't know what brought me to Arena Club. Maybe it's the, I don't know. I stumbled upon Arena Club, decided to check it out, threw a few dollars in there. I went through like, let's just say $150. Right now I probably got 17 bucks in the wallet and a PSA 9 2021 Bobby Wick Bowman refractor sitting in the vault. I might throw a picture of it up in here so you can see what I'm talking about. Decided to hold on to that one. All the other cards that came through was some actually really good cards. I think it was like a Zion, PSA 10, couple autos. It's so easy with Arena Club to be just like, you know what? Let me get another one. Let me check out another one. I had to stop myself. Like, you know what? This is insane. But Arena Club, I was a little discouraged. But then when I started looking through the site, I see that they offer grading. So it's not just slab packs. They got a whole marketplace. They got grading, the whole 9. So when I start looking through their slabs, they look pretty good. And they look like they got subgrades. They got a QR code. You can look and see what the grade is. And then when I look at the pricing, $15 a card. $15 a card. And you look through the reviews, people are saying they get their stuff in a month, sometimes even less. This is looking like the way to go. And these cards right here is what I'm deciding to send to Arena Club. Couple I'm probably going to just keep in the vault. Couple I'm just probably going to send back just to see if I could make a few dollars on the site. But starting with this 2026 Series 1, Aaron Judge. I pretty much tried to mirror this stack, with the exception of, I think I took out, who did I take out? Steph Curry. So replacing Judge, replacing Curry with Judge. Still got an Ohtani in there, right? But decided to go with this Ohtani Sasaki, which was I was going to send a PSA a little while ago. 2 for 1 right there. That's a pretty good one. Drake May. I'm on the fence about this one. Because now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, it would be cool to have a Drake May. I'm going to get back to this one. It'd be cool to have a Drake May graded up. But there's some other cards over here in this stack I'm going to go through. And just kind of like, I'm on the fence about it. So what I'm going to send off. Another Luffy. Little promo card. It's a real nice card. Just got this not too long ago for super cheap, but graded up. It should have some good value. And then another Wemby, base Wemby, super basic. Why not? My whole logic with this is looking at PSA, man. We put the value on these cards, right? Essentially. Like when I was looking at the Bobby Witt that I got in the Arena Club right now, where did they get their data from? From eBay. So the last sell of that 9 was 25 bucks. Hence the offer that Arena Club offered me with 25. I just decided to keep it. Bobby Wood is a good player. PSA 9. It's not a bad grade. But yeah, we put the value on this, right? So we're the ones that's shoveling millions of cards by the droves to PSA. You know, they offer slow times, the most expensive pricing, even upcharges if you get a good card, right? Or something like that. I'm not a super expert, but I'm getting it. I'm starting to get the gist. And not much value if you get cooked. You know, so why are we shoveling all our money to them? You know, it's a monopoly. Then I thought about BGS, like when I was gonna send off some of these cards before. Right when I'm getting ready to send off the BGS, they're acquired by what is it? Not Fanatics. What is it? Collectiveverse or whatever. I'm like, no, that's a dub. I'm not sending nothing over there. I don't really. What's the point? You know what I mean? Now looking at PSA, they changed how they grade and stuff. Now it's even harder to get a 10. So they hijacked BGS's whole deal without giving you subgrades. Arena Club gives you subgrades, gives you a breakdown. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. If looking at Arena Club slabs, the subgrades, they look clean. They got a nice system going off. Derek Jeter is one of the owners. You know, I'm a Yankee fan. I think I'm gonna support that. They're not compromised with the Collectiveverse, at least not now. I'm gonna get into that now. That's just a smart choice for me at a lower price point. It makes more sense. Graded cards. I mean, they got a good reputation. I'm not gonna say they up there with SGC and CGC and Beckett and PSA, but to me, they neck and neck with Tag. I like the style better of Arena Club better than most of these other grading companies. Straight like that. At the end of the day, it is personal preference. Will you decide to send your stuff? As far as selling it, look, if I can get this Wemby in a Arena Club 10, even if it sells for $50, right? Whereas PSA, I can get 80. That's what I'm just figuratively speaking right now, or hypothetically speaking. That's only $30, man. I'll take a few dollars difference. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, I can still shop the marketplace and acquire PSA 10s with the money I'm accumulating or as I'm flipping cards and this, that, and the third. I'm not saying I won't ever submit to PSA. As of right now, it does not make sense for me. And it might not make sense for you, and that's why I'm doing this video. But just, you know, little rant, the state of my hobby. Now, this Drake May, I'm probably going to end up going with this one, but I was thinking about, actually, yeah, it wasn't even Caleb Williams, but it's still possible. I was thinking about this Drake May, this Caleb Johnson, just to have an auto graded up. It's not a bad card. Or this Jimmy G on the stainless glass. Just to, you know, football for football. Also thought about going with this Joe Montana, but that might be something I'll wait on. Or Jaden Daniels. Either Jaden Daniels, Shador possibly. This guy got a good market, and so does this guy right here. It's my only Jackson Dart for now. I got another one on the way in. So yeah, man. Just a lot of questions. A lot of inquiries, stuff like that. But that's all I got for now. I didn't want this video to be too long, but PSA versus Arena Club. I'm going with Arena Club, man. Straight like that. So more this is a part 1. It'll probably be like another month before I do a part 2. Hopefully I can reveal what we got, you know. But that's all I got for now. Reala Realz Collects, man. Y'all have an amazing day. Getting ready to watch these finals, you know. And yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, this is another one. Thought about sending this one off too. This is also a possibility, but I don't know. I've been wanting this card since I was like 8, so I just got it. I don't know if I want to send it off. All right, rant done. Over and out.